Hello everyone and welcome into some Saturday night hockey here in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. This is the final weekend of action in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. And we have a clash here today between the Adelaide Rush and the Sydney Sirens. And the Sydney Sirens, who are returning to the finals, they've booked their spot in the 2026 Australian Women's Ice Hockey League finals next weekend in Melbourne. The first time since the 2022-23 season under new head coach Annalise Quisler. So congratulations to the Sydney Sirens returning back to the finals. The first time in a few years. An outstanding season, the Sydney Sirens, led by captain Sarah Edney and star import Shelby Thompson, who's absolutely been outstanding. Given the Sydney Sirens another avenue to goal. Scored 23 goals this season for the Sydney Sirens and has really led the way. But in previous seasons, they've really relied on Sarah Edney to get those goals. So Shelby Thompson doing a mountain of work for the Sirens this season, and they do return to the finals. The Adelaide Rush, they did finish on top of the standings last season and did make finals. But in 2020-25-26 season, they will miss out on the finals this year after battling right until last weekend to try and get some points and climb back into what would have been an all-or-nothing weekend here against the Sirens, as the two teams were battling out for that fourth and final position. The standings are set. No teams can move despite any of the results this weekend. The Inferno will play the Ducks a little bit later on over in Western Australia. And the Sirens, they cannot reach the ice in third spot. And obviously the Rush can't slide into that top four. We aren't far away from puck drop here at Adelaide Ice Arena. We are Adelaide Media. I am your play-by-play commentator, Andrew McDougall. I'll be calling the game this evening. We are live across AWIHL.tv, live on YouTube. And as we always say, please hit like and subscribe to the channel. It does help this league grow, get more eyeballs across the world. Drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from as well. It does go a long way to help increase the visibility of this league that is continuing to grow each and every season. And the 2025-2026 season has been an absolute beauty. Plenty of high-scoring games, highlight reel goals, some standout performances, some unbelievable goaltender performances as well this season. For the Sydney Sirens, they have split the goaltending duties between Ella Lakari and Naoka Wallard. It'll be interesting to see who they choose to start off this weekend. They do split their weekends the Sydney Sirens. Both goaltenders have been superb across the year. And for the Adelaide Rush, Emma Moonen, they've been the choice for the bulk of the games, playing 14 games this season for the Adelaide Rush. We'll see what the Adelaide Rush and Jeremy Friedrich, the head coach, elect to do today. As we see Ella Likari and Emma Moonen just touching gloves there. As the goaltenders go through their pre-game stretches to get themselves ready to go. And we will pause now for the pre-game ceremonies.
Today we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, the Kaurna people, and pay our respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. We'd also like to respect their cultural heritage, beliefs, and relationship with the land. The Adelaide Fire represents South Australia's elite men's and women's field hockey teams in the Australian Hockey One League. Based out of the State Hockey Centre at Chaps Cross, the Adelaide Fire is one of 7 franchises nationwide and is dedicated to showcasing top-tier hockey talent and fostering the sport's growth within the state. Hockey SA and the Adelaide Fire are proud to be collaborating with the Adelaide Rush today. While we play on different services, we share the same values: speed, skill, teamwork, and a genuine love for the game. Together, we are creating more opportunities, charities, and empowering female athletes at every level. Please welcome to the ice Lindsay Appleyard and Emma Dean, the participation coordinators for this. Will you please have the captains come forward for the ceremonial puck drop. If you are able, please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem.
All right, we are ready to go here at Adelaide Ice Arena between the Adelaide Rush and the Sydney Sirens. Should be a fantastic game of hockey here tonight. We do have Dave tuning in from Alaska, a regular across the AWIHL.tv on YouTube. They welcome Dave into the call. Some familiar faces that we see across each and every weekend here in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. 3 players between the two teams are in the top 10 for scoring leaders this season. Jordan Kilbita, who's been outstanding for the Adelaide Rush, on 9th in the scoring leaders for the competition with 33 points. Hits 20 goals, Jordan Kilbita. So continues to motor along each season for the Adelaide Rush, and Sarah Edney and Shelby Thompson 3rd and 5th. Those 2 players in the top 10 for the scoring leaders. As we get set for the opening face-off. And we are underway here at Adelaide Ice Arena, and straight off the face-off, it is Shelby Thompson going forward and getting a little wrist shot on goal. Adelaide Rush trying to deal with it. Kate Dahima's there. Straight on the attack to Sydney Sirens. Adelaide Rush able to work it out of that far corner. Only as far as centre ice. It's cut off by the Sirens. Thompson just gets caught up at the red line. Good stick from Aris. Now Jordan Kilbita. The Adelaide Rush enters the zone. Just holds on to the puck. Cycles in behind. Feeds it back in front looking for Martin. Cebulski will take control now. Back up to the blue line. Holub trying to get around Sydney Siren there. They do control it though, the Adelaide Rush. They'll restart, just going across ice. Puck bounces back to Cebulski. Goes all the way back to the Adelaide Rush blue line. Sirens now in their own zone. Trying to feed that one out. Bounces off some sticks and Martin will go and collect for the Adelaide Rush. Now the Sirens on the attack. McOney gets a shot on goal. Just push down that right wing. Cebulski will chase that one down. Does get there first and controls it in behind the net now. Cebulski gets worried off it. The Sirens are just trying to wrap that around. Got plenty of numbers there, the Sirens, but they do get held up in that far corner. Langevin goes in there for the Adelaide Rush. Trying to feed it back in front. Cebulski was waiting. Venus couldn't handle that one. The Sirens able to clear it away. No icing. Now the Sirens in their own zone will look to start again. That one's cut off. They can't exit. York gets held up by Tahima. Tahima does well just to sort of chip it ahead and regather now. Backhand pass back in front looking for the Jamie Lunn on the back door. Couldn't get enough purchase on that one. Alalakari is in net for the Sydney Sirens. I'll go through this left-hand side now. The Sirens, they get a shot on goal. And easily gloved by Emma Moonen, who gets the start for the Adelaide Rush. A couple of chances for the Adelaide Rush. You see here, Kate Tahima is feeding that one in front, and Amy Lunn, Alalakari got the stick in there to break up that play. Off the face-off, Venning just shovels that one in behind the net. Harps. One's got Thompson who pushes it back in front. There's no one there for the Sydney Sirens. Holub trying to find Aris. Goes all the way back out into the Sydney Sirens zone. Lang just holds on to the puck and wrecks it, her own zone. We'll get to the red line and just dump that one in. Wrap it in around behind Moonen. Thompson will track that one down. Just pushes it back in behind the net. Holub collects for the Adelaide Rush. They'll look to break clear. Just too much on that one for Aris. Couldn't stick the pass. Ups. Just pushes that one out the other side. Martin now spinning and looking to find Cebulski. Broken up by McOney. Holds onto the puck and tries to feed it across ice. Pressured by Cebulski now in behind Lakari. Morthana plays it back up to the blue line. Looking for Venus. Back to Morthana. Couldn't get enough on that one. Still a bouncing puck. Both teams just trying to control it. Lang's trying to get that for the Sirens, but Cebulski has it now. McGoney able to get the loose puck. Finds Thompson. Just feeds it down that right-hand side, but Cebulski on the back check does well and just tries to dump it in. It's broken up. Newmark feeds that forward. Venus will chase that one down. Venus. Gets back on the puck, Venus. Now enters the Sirens zone. Pressured by Herink. Able to regather the puck and feed it back in front was Venus. There's no one there for the Adelaide Rush. Another big chance in front. Venus now trying to go across ice. Is broken up at centre ice by the Sirens, and they'll just dump that one back in, and Holub now will collect. York now enters the zone, just trying to dangle and deke her way through. Gets worried off it. The Adelaide Rush now, they'll take over. Looking to feed Bilbita. We'll track this one down now. Couldn't control it though. The Sirens, they'll look to break clear. York just backhands that one forward, only as far as Holub. They go D to D, and Martin will just chip it against the boards back into the neutral zone. The Sirens have got the numbers. Dumped back in again by Martin. Collected in behind Lakari. Just trying to shovel that one out. The Sirens, Noon. Pushes that one out the other side. Caruso's there. Only as far as the Adelaide Rush, who get time in front, and a little wraparound opportunity as Jordan Kulbita couldn't put it away. Another big opportunity for the Adelaide Rush. Now, Cebulski now strips the puck and just shoots that one high and wide. Continue to mount on the pressure of the Adelaide Rush. Cebulski down low, angling away clear. Trying to feed it back up towards the blue line where Venning was waiting. Venning just backhands that one into the slot. Collected by the Adelaide Rush, looking for a shooting lane. That was Morthaner. Venus now jumps up off the blue line, controls it, goes in behind the net. Looking low, and a wraparound opportunity, and Venus scores. The Adelaide Rush, they get the first one. As Kirsty Venus has been all over this first period, and the pressure from the Adelaide Rush, they break through. You see Venus going behind the net here. A wraparound, beautiful goal. The Sirens might have been thinking that it was getting fed back in front for the previous opportunities for the Adelaide Rush, but they do get the first one here and take a 1-0 lead. The Sirens get a quick reply. Aris. Ain trying to feed that one through centre ice. They go forward now. Thompson deking and dangling, gets a wrist shot, and Moonen makes a good save. Shelby Thompson doesn't need a lot of space to get a shot away. Olib pressured by Thompson down behind Moonen. Adelaide Rush do have some numbers there. Aris just tries to pass that in behind the net. It deflects off Thompson and into the netting. See on the replay here, Shelby Thompson able to find time and space just to get a shot away, and it's a good save from Moonen. Tenth goal of the season for Kirsty Venus on that last unassisted to open up the scoring. Now they go forward again, the Adelaide Rush feeding it back in front, and Morthaner couldn't control it. It's a pass from Cebulski. Adelaide Rush looking for more here. Run. Just trying to shovel that one. Couldn't get out of the zone. We have a whistle. You see here, Tori Cebulski has had an outstanding season for the Adelaide Rush. Career year, just feeding this one. And Multhana just couldn't control it. Face off to the left of Likari. Shot from the blue line from Holub. Likari makes a good save. Burink just wraps that one around. I'll try to go forward now. I think it is Abal able to just chip it into the neutral zone, but it's just dumped back in again by Holub. They wrap that one around. Going to feed it back in front. Newmark now. Little backhander into the neutral zone just to relieve some pressure. Nagoni now pushes it forward for the Sirens. Playing across to the left circle. There was no one there. Only the Adelaide Rush. They try to go forward, but it goes behind Bedell. Burink now. Trying to find Rowe. They just get caught up between each other, the two players. On the far side, and the puck does come out to the neutral zone, and Newmark will take over. Burink. Trying to feed it down that left-hand side. Aris now takes over the loose puck. Feeds it back to Kulbita. Kulbita now deking backhand. And that goes high. Big opportunity there for Kulbita. Gets the puck back now, Kulbita. Tries to find Aris, feeding it across. Goes out the other side. Likari under all sorts of pressure at the moment. Aris now gets held up by Herink. Sirens able to win out. They try and clear the zone, but Aris does well to strip the puck, feeds it back in front, and Kulbita couldn't get a shot away. Bahima looking to find Wegan, but it goes all the way back down to Moonen. Will relieve some pressure for the Sirens, but the Adelaide Rush on the attack again as Venus shovels it in behind the net. Maya. That play's broken up again. Wegan. Happy to go D to D. Cebulski just chips and chases after her own puck in that far corner as Martin going in for support as well. Feeds it back towards Likari. The puck is sitting there. There's a loose puck. Cebulski now spinning and shooting. And Likari gloves that one. See here, Jordan Kulbita just deking onto the backhand and just lifts that one. Not sure if Likari got a bit on that. Just to deflect it up and over. Off the face-off, Martin wins it for the Adelaide Rush. Holub at the blue line. Gets a wrist shot towards Likari and scores! Lana Holub on the blue line. Adelaide Rush win the face-off. It's a wrist shot on goal. It's Likari block aside. Adelaide Rush, they lead it 2-0. Here after the replay. Holub. Nice wrist shot. Top shelf. Block aside. Perfect start for the Adelaide Rush. Their final home weekend of the season. Run. Trying to chip that one forward. It's cut off by the Adelaide Rush. Do well though, Gatormson now. Right circle with a wrist shot. Gatormson gets it back in a backhand opportunity. And Moonen makes a good save. On the replay here, a shot from Gatormson. Moonen made a good save, and then back on the puck, the backhander. Moonen saves again. Sirens without their captain, Sarah Edney. So it will take away some scoring punch for the visiting team. Off the face-off, Payne is happy to wrap that note around, and Gatormson trying to track it down in behind Moonen. Benning. Brunt does well to cut that one off. We just chip it in. Gatormson looking to feed it back in front to Lang. Lang now at the end boards, gets held up by Venus. Bahima goes in to help, so does Brunt. Puck goes out to the far corner where Kubita will take over for the Adelaide Rush and trying to feed it towards Aris. Sirens try and take control and go across the ice, but it's cut off now. Kubita enters the zone, holds onto the puck, feeds it back, looking for Langevin. Goes right out the other side. Aris, happy to just dump that one in, but it bounces off the official. Arps, backhands that one in behind Lakari. Comes back to Arps. Want to feed it towards Lang. Adelaide Rush on the forecheck. Langevin now looking to get a shot away. Sirens get some bodies in front just to block that one. They'll go on the attack now down that left wing. That was Brunt. Couldn't beat Wegan. Players fall over. No whistle. Puck is caught up on the blue line now. Adelaide Rush able to force it into the zone as Newmark works away against 3 Adelaide Rush players. It does come out, but only as far as the Sirens. Langevin is doing well to pressure, and now the Adelaide Rush able to take it away. Wegan finds Holland. Want to feed it forward to Cebulski. He gets caught on the blue line. Rowe. Down that left-hand side. Gidezabal. Spinning and looking for a teammate. But Venus able to just push that forward, and the Adelaide Rush, they'll continue on. They get called for the offside. See here, Jordan Kubita had Langevin all alone. Just couldn't get a redirect on it. Big opportunity again for the Adelaide Rush. The face-off, the Rush dump it in. Weird bounce off that corner. Sirens able to control it though. Only as far as Cebulski as it bounces out now. Looking to release the hand. Cebulski trying to spin. Finds Martin, who tries to get a shot away. It's blocked. Sirens just trying to get some clean exits out of their own zone. Adelaide Rush doing a good job to just break the play up in the neutral zone. Noon plays it across ice. Now the Adelaide Rush, a backhand opportunity from Kubita. That goes wide. Kate Dahima takes over in the far corner. Pushes that one in behind the net. Kubita trying to control it, keeps it in the zone, gets a shot towards Lucario, gets down with the left pad, makes a save. Aris now tries to push it towards Dahima. Holland tries to shovel that one in to keep it alive. Caruso does well, trying to find York. Now the Adelaide Rush, big slap shot from the blue line towards Lucari. Makes a save and then covers up. Kubita trying to catch Lucari off guard. We'll have a face off to the left of Lucari. The face off. Holder with a wrist shot towards Lucari. He gets up and makes a save. There's a rebound opportunity where the bounce is clear. And the body's battling away. The Sirens, they'll look to go forward. Thompson trying to free the hands. Couldn't. They'll put the pressure on the Sirens. But the Adelaide Rush able to chip it into the neutral zone. Lang now will just dump it in. Thompson trying to track that one down against Lund. Does win it. Thompson digs and dangles. Gets a shot on goal as a rebound. Creating something from nothing. Probably Thompson. Pass from the Rush bounces off Brunt. Now the Sirens through Brunt will go forward. Brunt now gets a wrist shot towards Moon and it goes wide. Collected by Lang, tries a backhand in front. Cut off by the Adelaide Rush. Cebulski. Pressured by Thompson, they fall over. Arps now. Couldn't find space. We do have a whistle. It's on the replay here. Thompson just tracking that puck and able to get around Langevin. Get the shot away and Moonen with a great save. Elsie Lang, first person to sit in the penalty box in this game. So the Adelaide Rush leading 2-0. Have a power play opportunity here. Kubita finds AWIHL, right circle, gets a little shot in towards the slot. Kept in at the blue line by AWIHL. Finds Kubita. Tries a wrist shot towards goal and it bounces off McGoney. Finds its way to AWIHL. Kubita. Back to AWIHL, right circle with a wrist shot towards goal. It's a loose puck and they're digging away at it, the Adelaide Rush. That was Martin. Harry's able to cover up. See on the replay here, AWIHL. It's a wrist shot saved by Lakari. Martin tried to put it back 5-hole. Lakari was having none of it. Have a face-off now to the left, Lakari. Off the face-off, the Sirens. Trying to take it away was Herink. Trying to just wrap it around the boards, but only as far as Kubita. Finds Tahima. Now Newmark able to lift it up and out. Kubita now with speed. Takes the red line, now the blue line just cuts back and holds up. Tried to feed it across towards AWIHL. Bounced off the legs of Venning, but they get a shot on goal and they score. The Adelaide Rush on the power play. They extend their lead. And it's Riley Martin. It's the Adelaide Rush, a 3-0 lead. And the replay bounced off Morthaner. Down its way to AWIHL. Just put that one towards the net. Riley Martin getting the redirect, able to beat Lakari. Power play goal for Riley Martin, her 8th of the season. Adelaide Rush in control here. Thompson off the face-off, right circle, wrist shot. Moonen makes a good right pad save. Mark's trying to track this one down for the Sirens, pressured by Langevin in that far corner. Buck just getting held up in the yellow. Adelaide Rush now able to retrieve it, get a shot on Lakari. Able to gobble that one up. The face off. Sirens has played across ice and they'll go forward now. Lang takes the blue line, a bleak slap shot, but that goes wide of Moonen's net. Adelaide Rush will take over. Saborski trying to dig that one out, still going Saborski. They're able to push it out to the neutral zone. And as far as Lang, they go D to D. They go down that left-hand side, bounce off the boards all the way towards Moonen. That'll be icing. The face off and get a shot towards Lakari. Beat up. Lakari makes a save. Great to see people tuning in from Sweden. 6:50 a.m. Great to have you on board. Sirens is trying to wrap that around the boards to clear it. They can't. AWIHL gets a shot towards Lakari. That goes wide. Sirens will get there first. Trying to feed her forward. Goes through McGoney. AWIHL now. Happy to just dump that in behind Lakari as Tahima will go after it with Herring. Digging away at it, the Adelaide Rush. AWIHL collects it, feeds it back up the hole at the blue line. Back to AWIHL, right left circle, gets a shot away. Goes out the other side, they feed it back towards Lakari. Good sick in there from the Sirens. Gidezabal now. Gets it back try and go forward. Does get cut off now by the Adelaide Rush, but the Sirens are able to push it out to the neutral zone. Trying to get some clean possession to go forward, to get to the red line, just happy to dump it in now as they go in on the forecheck. Adelaide Rush get there first. Beater plays it down that right-hand side towards Martin, bounces off the boards all the way to Kari. Multhane bearing down. Kari reaches out, covers up. The face off straight to Lakari. Makes the save. Bulski tracks this one down at the end boards. Does get held up though. There's a battle. Sabulski still has it now, looking to beat it back in front or get the backhand opportunity. Still trying to crack that one down. Caruso now just tries to rip that around the boards, and he held up by the Adelaide Rush. Just Sirens just trying to look for some clean exits here. Caruso just tries to backhand that one. Venus though dumps it back in. Noon feeds it back in behind the Kari. Back to Caruso again. Able to find the pass, but cut off by Venus. That was Schmitz now on the puck. Just happy to dump it in. Caruso will try and go in on the forecheck all alone. Sirens, they can't keep it in the Adelaide Rush zone now. The Adelaide Rush, they'll go on the attack through Bedell. Gets stripped of it. Put forward by Brunt, and the Adelaide Rush are caught offside. You see Bedell trying to go forward there, just outnumbered by the Sirens. Neutral zone face-off. Taken away by Thompson. Now at the right circle, cutting back in front, getting a shot away. Noonan makes a save. Bouncing puck. Yep, a whistle. There's a rebound opportunity. It's Brunt going in with speed. So here, Thompson able to get in front of Holub. Gets a shot away, and then Brunt coming in, backhand. Base off to the left of Moonen. Bit of a scramble, puck gets fed back towards Moonen. Beater now backhands that one in behind the net to Holub. Bounces off the boards, finds its way to Payne. Payne tries to go across ice, that's cut off. Arps now trying to collect it for the Sirens. One out here by Kulbita. Now Kulbita just circles back to the blue line, able to find Aris. Aris looking to feed into the slot towards Kulbita. Venus now jumps up, tries to get a wrist shot away, that goes wide. Bahima pressured by Arps. Aris finds Kulbita. Stripped of it by Lang. Try and wrap that around, only as far as Venus though. Just chip it in that far corner. The Sirens though able to collect it. With Thompson. Just happy to hold on to the puck as time winds down on this period. And after one period of play, it's the Adelaide Rush, their final home series for the season. They look to send their fans away happy this weekend. They do take a 3-0 lead. Goals through Kirsty Venus unassisted. Nice wraparound goal from Kirsty Venus to open things up. Alana Holub, a wrist shot from the blue line. And then Riley Martin with a nice redirect on the power play. It was all the Adelaide Rush in that first period. They lead at 3-0. They'll have a first period intermission. They'll have a nice cut and come back for a big second period. Welcome back to Adelaide Ice Arena, where it was the Adelaide Rush. They got all the goals in that first period. They lead this one 3-0 over the Sydney Sirens. Week 12 of the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, the final weekend of the regular season, before we have finals at O'Brien Icehouse in Melbourne next weekend, Feb 28, March 1st. As we say off the top four is set. Adelaide Rush cannot make the finals this season, but they will want to go out on a high in front of their home fans, and they've started off perfectly here tonight, leading 3-0. Goals through Kirsty Venus, Alana Holub and Riley Martin.
Second time tonight, welcome back to the ice, your home team, the Adelaide Rush.
The officials tonight, referees Mitch Brown, Connor Oxlade, and linespersons Beth Boschel and Dave Gall are looking over proceedings here tonight. So it was goal number 10 for Kirsty Venus. She opened up the scoring in this game. So had a career year, Kirsty Venus, in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. 10 goals is the most that the free-flying defender has picked up across her career. 24 points, including 14 assists as well. So it's been a great year for Kirsty Venus across the blue line for the Adelaide Rush. Reaching the 10-goal mark here tonight. As we get set for the second period, the opening face-off of the second period. The Sydney Sirens can battle back into this game. Still plenty of time. We are live across AWIHL.tv on YouTube. As I always say, drop a comment in the chat, get active, give it a like and a subscribe to help this competition grow. As we are underway here in the second period, and the Adelaide Rush go on the attack once again. The Sirens just try and wrap that around, and they do exit out into the neutral zone. Venning trying to control it. Venus just backhands that one into the neutral zone. Finds Kulbita now down that left-hand side. Kulbita now left circle, gets a shot towards Lakari's a rebound. Another shot from Kulbita. Lakari makes the save again. Straight away, the Adelaide Rush on the attack. And the replay, Kulbita, just a wrist shot straight into the logo. There is a rebound. Lakari able to cover the corners. Had a good season, Lakari. He did say off the top, he's given up 2.88 goals a game. The average. Off the face-off is a wrist shot that gets blocked. There's Kulbita again. Beats it back towards Holub. That beats everyone. Goes all the way back down into the Adelaide Rush zone. There's a race on now. Holub and Agita Zabal. Holub wins the race. And puck in behind Moonen. Trying to feed it to Kulbita. Able to push it out to centre ice, but only as far as Herring. Let's get worried off the puck. Holub collect defensively in that far corner as the puck just gets held up in that corner. Able to wrap it around to Kulbita. Kulbita now will just chip that one forward down that right wing. Finds Lund trying to feed it back to Langevin. Sirens now through centre ice, played out to that right hand side. Get a shot towards Moon as a rebound opportunity. Couldn't get on the end of it. Now the puck is in behind the net. Newmark battling away, 2-on-1 there. Now gets some support. Both teams are just digging away at the puck. Still digging away at it. Gidez a ball now, trying to collect it to skate clear. Can't. Held up by Lund. Newmark now gets a wrist shot towards goal. That goes out the other side. Herring now trying to control that puck, pressured by Bedell. Have an arm in the air. Now Holub comes in. Herring. Here on the replay. Herring to Bedell. Holub comes in. An arm in the air. Wait to see the official call. Kate Tahima over there having a chat, as well as Catherine Magoni, who's the stand-in captain today for the Sirens, as Daria Edney not playing. A couple of opportunities as well in that last little sequence of play for the Sirens. Especially from Newmark, who does know how to find the back of the net. Stephanie Newmark, a nice wrist shot, just went wide. See, the discussions are still underway. So it will be the Sydney Sirens. They will be on the power play as Amber Bedell sits in the penalty box for 2 minutes. I'll wait for the official call as there was a lot of discussions going on. Face off. Sirens through Lang trying to get a shot away. Thompson now takes control of the puck at that left circle. Still has it. Looking to find some shooting space now. Tries to feed it back in front. Just bounces off some skates. They're able to keep it in the zone though. Now Lang with a slap shot towards goal. Good save from Moonen. Venus now just trying to chip it out. Sirens trying to keep it in. They do for the moment, but the Adelaide Rush are able to exit the zone. Relieve some pressure. Big chance here for the Sirens. Thompson now takes the blue line, cuts back in. That right circle gets a wrist shot towards goal. It goes wide. Goes out the other side. Lang dumps that one off. Back to Lang. Trying to protect it and feeding it back in front. Thompson was there waiting. Couldn't control it. Trying to now. Catherine Magoni tries to shovel that one in. Thompson now is backed up to the blue line. Newmark. Thompson now. High slot, the wrist shot towards goal. Just bounces off some bodies and Venus able to just slap that one clear. Adelaide Rush clear that one as well, all the way down to the Kari. Ups. Backhands that one. Maya. Still has it. Centre ice. Take the blue line now. Just loses it the last second, then tries a little drop pass to the blue line. Kubita tries to break that one up. The Sirens get a shot on goal. It goes out the other side. Maya now. Backhands that one up to the blue line. Arps now looking for a shooting lane. Does shoot. And Moonen gloves that one. Yeah, from the replay, just losing the handle. Good job from the Adelaide Rush to kill off that penalty. the face-off. Now, another shot from Mayer towards goal. His body's in front. Otter will get in the way of that one. Martin just looking to play that off the boards, but goes up into the netting. And the last penalty calls Amber Bedell, 2 minutes for holding. Alana Holub got 2 minutes for roughing. Adriana Herring got 2 minutes for roughing as well. They were the calls on the ice. Off the face-off, Rowe keeps it into the blue line and gets a shot towards goal. It bounces off McGoney's skate. Newmarket will track this one down. Just try and backhand that one in deep. It does get cut off by the Adelaide Rush as Holub gets to the red line and dumps it in. Morthaner now go and play it behind the net. Gidezabal trying to collect it. McConey now does. Just shovels that back to Morthaner though. Kate Tahima. On its way back up the hole, tries to go D to D, that's cut off. Now the Sirens trying to go forward through Newmark. It's worried off by Venus. Still trying to skate clear, Venus does now. Regathers a puck in the neutral zone, gets to the blue line, just tries to cut back. They chip it in. Sirens able to get back there defensively. Rowe goes in behind the Kari. Pushes it out the other side. They'll go through the neutral zone now down that right wing. Sirens, Newmark just gets held up near the blue line. That was by Aris. Able to shovel it forward, and Newmark past the red line just dumps that one in. Wegan will collect though and has time for the Adelaide Rush. Beats it back out that same side. They push it down that left wing. Looking for Kilbita to get on the end of it, but that'll be icing. Have a face off to the right of Moonen. Tahima and Brunt will do battle. Brunt wins it. Payne gets a wrist shot towards Moonen. He gets down and makes a save. Lang collects it behind the net, tries to feed it back in front. Venus breaks up that play, then spins and just plays that behind the goal out the other side. Aris trying to feed it to Kubita. Finds Kubita at centre ice now. Kubita with speed, brace clear. Kubita trying to get the shot away. Couldn't. Great defensive play there from the Sirens. Looked like Kubita was in on goal. Wigan holds it up at the blue line, then dumps it in. Arps and Bedell collide. Langevin and Brunt now will battle in the far corner. Arps goes in to help. Bedell's back in there as well. The puck just gets held up in that far corner now. It comes out for the Sirens to collect. Trying to feed it through the neutral zone, and Thompson will track this one down. Has plenty of speed, goes in behind Moon and just holds onto the puck. Thompson still has it. Adelaide Rush get a stick in there to break up the play. They feed it forward. Bounces off Bedell. It'll be icing. See here, Jordan Kilbita on the replay. It was Arps just getting across. Great defensive play. Adelaide Rush looking to take it away off the face-off, trying to find Langevin. Mayo and Langevin collide, they both go down near the goal line. Lund battling away with York. Puck finds its way all around behind Lakari, back up to the blue line. Benning. Us gets cut off. Now Martin trying to track this one down and does, and gets a shot away. It goes wide. Bounces all the way back out to Holub. Holub regathers. Pushes that down the left wing, and the Adelaide Rush will just chip it in and go in on the forecheck again. Morthaner. Puck gets held up at the end boards. York goes in there to help the Sirens. Martin's in there. Cebulski jumps in now. The puck's just living in the yellow. Both teams trying to dig it out. It does come out now. Adelaide Rush trying to get a shot away from the blue line. There's plenty of bodies there. Wegan just dumps it in again. Zaborski in that far corner. Trying to break clear, pressured by Mayo. Martin goes in to help. Trying to collect it. York's there. Zaborski able to retrieve it. Feeds it back up to the blue line. Venus goes D to D. Otterell now gets a shot towards goal. The redirect opportunity. Makari makes a save and holds on. Face off to the left of Lakari. Rowe will take it away. Going to stick the pass down that right wing. Sirens able to chip it in behind Moonen. The Rush will get there first, but leaving it behind was Holub able to regather. Aris go across ice. Kulbita takes the red line, now the blue line. Just happy to just glide in. Gets a shot towards Akari. It's a rebound opportunity. Bahima scored, but the whistle had sounded. A quick whistle. Kulbita just puts it on net. Bahima, the face-off, goes in behind Lakari. Hits it back up to the blue line. Holub. Back to Tahima. Tahima gets a shot towards Akari. There's a rebound opportunity. Wegan with a big slap shot and scores! Oh, they were celebrating back down the other end, the Sirens. Everyone in the building thought they'd scored. See here on the replay, Holub to Tahima, got the shot away, rebound and Wegan, right circle, rips one. It looked like it went in. Everyone celebrated. See the Adelaide Rush captain, Kate Tahima, over there having a chat with the officials. Every seat in the house thought it went in. A great moment for Annika Wegan, the young blue liner who's had a great season for the Adelaide Rush, stepping up in the absence of some experience heading out of the team at the end of last season. But we remain at 3-0. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. Thompson now for the Sirens, looking to free the hands, trying to get a shot away. Have a whistle. The face off, bit of a scramble. Brunt tracks it down, feeds it back up to the blue line. A wrist shot towards goal, it goes wide. So they have control. Lang gets a shot towards goal and it safe from Moon and bounces out. Venus now gets to the red line and just dumps it in. Cebulski will go in on the forecheck, gets there first, leaves the puck behind. Orthena, though, able to go in and help. Cebulski gets it back now in behind the Kari. Langevin tries to dump it in again. Cebulski takes over in that far corner, spinning. Benning gets a wrist shot towards goal, and Langevin was in front. Cebulski leaves it for Langevin. Ball's over. Langevin now trying to get a shot away, can't. Kept in by the rush. They get a wrist shot from the blue line. There's a rebound opportunity. Bounces over the net. Cebulski now, left circle, spinning and trying to shoot. Finds Lund, feeds it back in front. No one there. Botterill now keeps it into the blue line. Becca Thompson gets in the way of that one. Just leaves the puck behind. Looking to break clear. The Sirens looking to go forward here. They've got some numbers. Schmitz trying to control it. Adelaide Rush get back defensively. They push it back into the neutral zone. Sirens happy to just chip it in. Wegan finds Venus. Puck goes all the way back to Moonen. Venus was trying to collect it. Moonen covers up. The face off, Tahima wins it. Finds Holub, trying to gather that puck. Trying to chip it forward to Kulbita. Bouncing puck. Holub. Aris. Finds Tahima to go across ice, and Jordan Kulbita will collect it now. Right circle, tries a wrist shot towards goal. That gets blocked. Regathers the puck and just dumps it back in behind Lakari. Mayer. Chase after the Sirens. Aris now feeds it towards Kulbita. The back post. And shovel it home. Still has the puck. Kulbita back up to the blue line. Trying to spin it and dumping it in. Cut off by Schmitz. Will go forward for the Sirens. Gets to the blue line. Gets a shot towards Moon, and it goes over and out the back. Caruso couldn't control it. Hold it. Enters the zone and then just gets the puck stripped as the Sirens will chip it down that right-hand side. And now they're in on goal. Right circle, shoots and scores. Stephanie Newmark finds time and space. Gets one back to the Sirens and rips one from the right circle. Adelaide lead at 3-1. On the replay, just found time and space. Rifle that one past Moonen. Terrific finish. I mentioned earlier, Newmark knows how to find the back of the net. The Sirens are chipping away at this game. Cebulski trying to track this puck in behind Lakari. Cebulski now enters the zone again. Right circle. Got defeated across towards Martin. Too much on it. Martin finds Cebulski again in behind Lakari. Still has it. Feeds it back in front. Deflects and goes back in behind the net now. It's a battle in the corner. Balthane and Hurink are there. Cebulski goes in to help. Hurink spins and tries to find a Giddy Zabal. Cut off by Botterill. The bouncing puck. Sirens able to backhand it. Trying to get out of the zone. They can't. Langevin keeps it in. Keeps tracking that puck down. Langevin does well. Regads of the puck now, looking to cut back in front. Backhand shot. And Lakari makes a save. Fed back in front. That's blocked. Adelaide Rush all over the Sirens at the moment. Trying to keep it in the zone. They do. Herink now just tries to wrap that one around. They still can't get it out. The Sirens. Holub keeping in at the blue line. A puck finally bounces out to the neutral zone, and Langevin will just dump that one in again. And the Sirens get something going. They feed it forward now. Gideon Zilbao trying to track this one down. Holub gets there first. Arps takes over for the Sirens, just trying to spin it, playing it down that right-hand side. Kahima. There's chips and tries to chase it. Payne spinning. Sirens are finally able to get it out. Gideon Zilbao down that left-hand side, happy to get to the blue line and dump it in. Wants to make a change. Now, Thompson now left circle, time to shoot and scores! Shelby Thompson tracks the loose puck, left circle, gets it past Moonen, and the Sirens cut the lead back to 1. On the replay, Shelby Thompson, Lang in front as well, taking the eyes away of Moonen. The Sirens keep chipping away. Goal number 24 on the season for Shelby Thompson. Sirens win the face-off. Payne trying to shovel that one forward. Thompson collects the puck now. Trying to feed it back towards a high slot. No one there for the Sirens. Adelaide Rush has played across ice. That'll be icing. All of a sudden, the Sirens have just flipped this game on its head. As Annika Wegan had a goal disallowed, it would have given the Adelaide Rush a 4-0 lead. And Stephanie Newmark and Shelby Thompson have gone bang bang. And we have a 3-2 game here. Now Saborski on the attack, trying to get around Arps, tries to feed it back in front. It bounces side of the goal, backhand opportunity. Goes out to the far post, and Martin tried to push that one home, couldn't. Has it now. Martin feeds it back towards Saborski and couldn't control it. Holub jumps up off the blue line. Thompson now finds Brunt, trying to settle that puck down. Cut off the centre ice by Saborski, only as far as Payne though. We'll just spin and play it to the blue line. And they'll feed it towards Brunt. Try and track this one down. No icing. Venus gets there first. Lunt can stick that pass as Lang just dumps it in and tries to chase after it. Holub in behind Moonen. Shovels it out the other side. The Sirens do well to keep it in. They get a shot towards Moonen. Big glove that one. 4:07 remaining. See this opportunity here from Saborski. Bounce off the side of the goal and fed it across to the far post, and Martin just couldn't get enough on it. It was a good stick in there. Might have been from Brunt or Herink. Break up that Martin opportunity. Now the Adelaide Rush on the attack. Defender Wegan jumping forward, getting it all the way down in behind Lakari. Sirens going to feed it out. York trying to push that on its way. Schmitz goes in there to help. York still pushing. Schmitz now able to turn and shoot towards Moonen. Forces Moonen into a save. Aris actually behind the net, but York gets there. That was a backhand pass. Looking for Caruso. And as far as the Adelaide Rush, and they'll dump it in. Herink now in behind Lakari. Backhands that one, couldn't get it past Aris. The battle down at the end boards now. Mayer's in there. Tahima takes it away, feeds it back up to the blue line. A wrist shot from the blue line. That goes wide. Kubita dumps it in to Aris. Fed it back in front. Bounces past everyone. Martin now collects it in behind the net. Finds Aris. He's got Kubita in front. Tries to find Kubita. Now Venus jumping up off the blue line. Shoots it wide. There's an opportunity. Makari's down. Bounce off the side of the netting. Barry was down, just trying to keep that leg against the post as the Adelaide Rush kept putting shots on net, as we see there with Venus, and then Martin trying to get a shot away. We see the leg of Likari, and it was Kubita got a shot away, but Likari just kept the leg out. Big play from Likari in net for the Sirens. Althana now. On Venning, was a feeder back in front. That's cut out by the Sirens, and they able to push that one out. Martin gets back there. Feed it down that left wing. And they'll go through centre ice now. They'll take the blue line. Venus, backhander into the slot, looking for Cebulski. And as far as the Sirens, they'll take it away now. Newmark tries to get a shot towards Moonen. It deflects up in the air, and Moonen would love it and hold on.
The Adelaide Rush would like to thank team sponsor the Ice Arena and Mile Hotel.
Now Thompson, left circle, gets a shot away and scores. Shelby Thompson goes top shelf. And the Sirens have tied this game at 3. Shelby Thompson able to beat Moonen. Left side. But back half of this second period for the Sydney Sirens. Able to level things up. Shelby Thompson, goal number 25 on the season. Second goal of this game. Has a loose puck in front of Likari. Adelaide Rush didn't quite track it down to get a good shot away. Another redirect, and Likari pushes that one in behind. 1:25 remaining in the period. Mayer collects it. Cebulski takes the puck away, spinning and turning. Tries to free their hands to get a wrap around. Plenty of Sirens there. Cebulski will chase this one down in the far corner. Kubita in behind Likari. Just holds on to the puck. Tries to feed it towards Tahima. Gets there now. Tahima, the backhander to Kubita. Pressured by Smits. Kubita trying to find space to shoot. There's a loose puck. The Sirens able to shovel that one out. Caruso trying to collect it. They're just happy to dump it in. 43 seconds remaining in the period. Trying to trap it in there to Sirens. Caught at the end boards now. Magoni's there with Botterill. Adelaide Rush able to get it out. Kubita couldn't collect that one. Now Kubita collects. Going on the attack. Kubita just circles back, looking to feed it towards a goal. The Sirens will push this one all the way down to Moonen. It'll be icing with 10.9 remaining in this period. give the Adelaide Rush an opportunity, potentially off the face-off. Off the face-off, a wrist shot towards Likari. Cool beater. Made a good glove save. That was important. The Sydney Sirens. Have a face-off to the right of Likari. They do win it, the Adelaide Rush, but it's the Sirens are able to bat that one clear with time winding down on the period. And that'll do it for the second period here at Adelaide Ice Arena. And it was the Sydney Sirens at the back half of that period started to put their pressure on, and they got going. Deputy Newmark with a beautiful shot from the right circle, beat Moon, and then 2 goals. Shelby Thompson to tie things up at 3 apiece. 3 goals in the first period from the Rush, 3 in the second period from the Sydney Siren, and we are all square here going into the second intermission. We'll have a big third period coming up. We'll have an ice cut. It's a 3-3 game. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Adelaide Ice Arena as we get set for a big third period of play here between the Adelaide Rush and the Sydney Sirens. We are tied at 3-3 after 2 periods of play. It was the Adelaide Rush with 3 goals in the first period. Just a quick recap. Kirsty Venus, Alana Holub and Riley Martin gave the Adelaide Rush a 3-0 lead after 1 period of play, but it was the Sydney Sirens in that second period with 3 goals in the back half of the period. Stephanie Newmark, Shelby getting 1 and Shelby Thompson picking up 2 goals in that third period, which has us tied at 3-3 as we get set for the opening face-off of the third period. It was goal number 8 for Stephanie Newmark on the season, which is a career high in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. 4 goals for Stephanie Newmark, who also is on 19 points, so 1 shy away from a season career high as well. Stephanie Newmark's are having another great season for the Sydney Sirens, but we are all tied at 3-3. We're ready to go for this third period. Thank you for tuning in at AWIHL.tv, live across YouTube. Did notice Anthony Russell from Banners on the Wall has tuned in all the way from the UK. A fantastic supporter of Australian hockey, both men and women's, each and every year. So great to have Anthony Russell joining us as we are underway in the third period. Just a battle now in that corner between the two teams. It comes out to Lang. Tries to just can that one. Couldn't. Both teams still digging away as puck held up on boards once again. A few times in this game. All things able to get it and shovel in front. Now the Sirens trying to break clear up behind the car. To push that down the side. And the Sirens go down that left wing and feed it back towards Lang at centre right. It's broken up. Yeah, rush. Just loses the hand. A big slap towards moving, but does this get in the way of that one? Was the Adelaide Rush. That was from neutral zone, just trying to catch the Adelaide goaltender off guard. And behind Moonen, they'll just wrap that around the boards. The Adelaide Rush goes out to the neutral zone. Holub feeds it around that right-hand side, and Riley Martin just tips it in. We'll go and chase after it. Sirens, though, have time to exit the zone, and Gidez Abale trying to collect that in the neutral zone. Just bounces a bit forward, and Adelaide Rush able to take over. It was Venus trying to find Langevin. Sirens do well defensively, and they just feed it forward all the way towards Moonen, and that'll be icing. $17.53 remaining in this third period. But the Adelaide Rush, it's all about finishing the season on a high on home ice. The face-off looking to get a shot away in a positive way, as they can't make finals. And for the Sirens, you want to keep up that winning form as they head into finals next weekend, as they'll be looking to get as many points as they can across this weekend. And you can find Langevin trying to find space to shoot. Did get a shot away, not enough on it though. To Bedell now in behind the net trying to track that puck. Pressured by the Sirens. Gidez Abale is there as well. Lund takes the puck away though. Herink plays it along the boards, only as far as Langevin. Just getting held up there. Herink balls over. Lund, and the shot towards Lakari's a bobbling puck. Lakari made the initial save, and it was bouncing in front. Able to hold on. Face off to the left of Likari. Bit of a scramble. In York and Tahima, the puck doesn't make its way out. Fed back in front. There's no one there for the Adelaide Rush to push it past Likari. Sirens able to chip it out to the neutral zone, but the Adelaide Rush will go back in again. Aris backhands that one in, collects her own puck. Has got Tahima in front, feeds it there. Goes through Tahima. Now hold it with a wrist shot towards goal. That goes wide. Tahima collects it. Feeds it back up to the blue line. Hold him now. Wrist shot towards goal, and Likari able to hold on. Just squeeze the arm against the body. See here, Aris fed it back in front. Beat Tahima. Found its way, Morthaner as well, found its way to hold it. Shot that wide, and then the save after that from Likari was solid. Venus just dumps that one in down low. They feed it back in front. Thompson just gloves that one down, and now will skate clear. Through centre ice, Thompson deking and dangling, left circle. Just circles back towards the blue line. Tries to feed it down low, the Lang. The Rush able to just take that away and chip it forward only as far as Sirens defenders. Arps plays it along the boards. Back to Arps. To Thompson now, looking to try and find space to shoot, and the arm is in the air. The whistle is gone. We have a hooking call. So Shelby Thompson able to draw the penalty. They'll head to the power play. Face off to the left of Moonen. Adelaide Rush win it and able to shovel it out. That was Kulbita. All the way back down to Likari. He'll come out and play it and settle it down, and then tries to find Lang. Gets caught up in the skates. It's 3 against 1 now as Morthaner does well just to trap that puck down at the end boards and take away some seconds. 25 seconds gone off the power play already. Great job from Caitlin Morthaner. Now Thompson now through centre right, deking, dangling, finding space to shoot. Does get a shot away. And Moonen makes a save. See on the replay, Shelby Thompson through centre ice. Able to just use their hands and dangle their way through. Moonen made the save. Off the face-off, back up to Arps at the blue line, looking for a shooting lane. Goes to the top of that left circle, back to Arps. Want to feed it across ice, looking for Herrick. Oh, that was Mayer, sorry, who went down. Just trying to gather that puck. And it looks like Kate Tahima, the captain of the Rush, will head to the penalty box. A big opportunity here for the Sirens. They'll have some 5-on-3 play here. Off the face-off, the Adelaide Rush is trying to clear the zone. Arps does well to keep it into the blue line. Arps. Right circle, shot on goal from York, and Moonen makes a good save. Now Venus trying to pressure Kulbita now. Gets the loose puck and just pushes it out all the way back down to Likari. 40 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Sirens feed it forward. Can't gain possession. Goes in behind Moonen. Venus will collect and try and shovel that one. It does. Able to get it out of the neutral zone. Sirens will take over though. Arps. Just leaves it for Newmark. They were just offside. Neutral zone face-off. Kubita wins it. Gets back to Venus and just plays it off the boards. Makes its way all the way down to Likari. 8 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Thompson now left circle. Wrist shot on goal. That goes wide. Lang tracks down the loose puck. Goes in behind Moonen. Just holds onto it. Feeds it back up to the blue line. Newmark now. Just walking the blue line. Goes over to that left-hand side. Now Thompson with a backhand shot on goal. Goes wide. There's a loose puck in behind Moonen. Thompson still has it. Just trying to protect it. We're now on 5-on-4. Thompson finds Lang. In the right circle, looking to feed it across ice to Thompson, and Kubita gets a stick in there for the Adelaide Rush and just tries to track that one down and does win the puck now. Kubita, it's in that far corner. Kubita goes down. We have an arm in the air. And terrific work on the penalty kill. Gordon Kubita. As we see, the Kate Dahima penalty had 2 seconds remaining. See here, Kubita cleared it, chased the puck down. Just battling away with Lang. You can see the arm over the shoulders. Kubita goes down. There'll be 2 seconds. 4-on-4, potentially. Then the Adelaide Rush will go on the power play. Kubita. Battle in the corner. Adelaide Rush keep it in. Tahima now. Like it's a shot towards goal. Another shot towards goal. There's a loose puck. It's still sitting there. The Sirens able to clear it. Big opportunity for the Adelaide Rush. Big saves from Likari. Martin. That puck goes into the skates. Goes down behind the goal line. There's 3 Adelaide Rush players go in there to try and dig that puck out. 3 against 1. Aris tries to feed it back in front. There's a digging away. There's a loose puck. And it's gone in and they score. Adelaide Rush. They get the goal. They lead this one 4-3. Riley Martin. Second goal of the game. Second power play goal of the game. We see Tahima was digging away at it. And Martin come in. They would have put it away. Second power play goal of the game for Riley Martin, 9th of the season. Most importantly for the Adelaide Rush, they get the go-ahead goal. Newmark now looking for space to shoot and does shoot, and Moonen makes a good save. Straight on the attack, the Sirens as players fall over. In the door. Digging away at it. Puck is just held up again. Venus has a backhand that one out of the zone, can't. Rope. Nice pass to Herring. Tries to get a shot away. And Moonen comes across and makes a save. Off the face-off, finds its way to Arps. Arps now, just a shot towards Moonen, who gets down. Sees that one all the way and gloves that one. It's off to the left of Moonen. Brunton, Tahima. Tahima wins it. Finds its way to Holub. Pressured by Lang. Lang passes to Arps, who gets a shot towards goal, but Tahima gets in the way of that one. Tahima now pushes that one forward. Will chase after her own puck in the Siren zone. Tries to feed it back in front, looking for a redirect. It's Malthana waiting. Lang takes over. Just shovels that in behind the Kari and collects her own puck. Now play it down that left wing, looking for Gatormson. Holub and Gatormson do battle. Gatormson wins it now, holds onto the puck, finds Brunner for the one-timer. Gatormson now trying to gather the puck at an open net. Couldn't put it away. Lang now in behind Moonen, loses an edge, goes down. Gatormson goes in to help. Langevins there for the Adelaide Rush. Picking away at it with Holub. Holub shovels that one out to Malthana. Malthana backhands that one, trying to exit the zone, kept in by Mayer. Only as far as Malthana. Now Aris. Finally able to push it out to the neutral zone for the Adelaide Rush. Now the Sirens will try and go on the attack again. They can't stick the pass through centre ice. Ain't off the boards. Goes back to where it came from. And the Adelaide Rush. The whistle. You see here on the replay. Nice feed to Brunt. Untimer gets blocked, and then Gatormson couldn't control the puck. A wide open net. Adelaide Rush will call for the offside, so we have a neutral zone face-off. Adelaide Rush win it. They dumped that one in. Sirens get back there defensively. And they'll go through all three zones here. It's Mayer. Over in that far corner now, gets held. The puck does come out though. Caruso is in behind the net, gets held up on the boards by Botterill. Venus is pressured. Plenty of bodies in there. Bodies falling over as well as the puck just stays along the boards. The Adelaide Rush finally able to get it out and chip it into the neutral zone as the puck all the way down towards the Kari. Chasing that back is Mayer, and that'll be icing. 9:37 remaining in the third period. Adelaide lead this one 4-3. The face off. Newmark pressuring Venus. Newmark now. Use the skates to kick it ahead. Adelaide Rush just happy to use the boards, but it gets held in. There's a wrist shot towards Moonen, who has to make the save. Another opportunity that's lifted high by Gideon Zabal. In the far corner now. Adelaide Rush trying to exit the zone. The Sirens putting on the pressure here. Puck is held up in the yellow again. Seen that plenty of times in this game. The Adelaide Rush finally able to just push it out of the zone. Only trying to go in on the forecheck here, pressuring Botterill. Botterill just shovels that one towards Holub. Sirens though, trying to trap that one in. Bodies falling over, stick in there. Now Gideon Zabal trying to backhand her. Sliding across. It's Botterill to block that shot. Park is still in the zone now. Brunt jumps up, trying to get a shot away. Can't free the hands. Going back the other way. Dell just gets to the red line and dumps it in. 8:22 remaining in the period. Adelaide Rush now, feed it towards Akari. Will beat her. Just holds onto the puck now, circles back around. Is it across to that far side right circle? A shot towards goal that goes wide. Tabulski now try and track it down. Holds onto the puck, left circle, gets a wrist shot towards goal and scores! Corey Tabulski is holding onto the puck. Just circles around, top of the left circle, Gets it past Lakari and Adelaide lead 5-3. In the replay, Zaborski has found space, able to beat Lakari, block aside. The big goal for the Adelaide Rush. And the Sirens respond here. Still plenty of time. Battle now, just below our camera here, between the two teams. Run. Adelaide cut that one off as centre ice and they just chipped that in. And gets set for the Sirens. Trying to find Lang. And gathers at Lewis Park and just pushes it forward, only as far as the red line as Wigan jumps up to cut that one off, trying to find Zaborski. Zaborski just lifts it and tries to case after her own puck. Does well on the forecheck. Zaborski now finds Martin. Martin shoots. Couldn't put it away. Zaborski regathers, tries to feed it to Gilbita. Sirens though, trying to break clear. I'll go forward again, the Adelaide Rush, but just offside. Big chance here. Sapolsky had Martin streaking in. Found Martin. Good save from Lakari. Getting the stick out. Holland. Gives it to Venning. Bounce that one off the boards, looking for Sapolsky, who pushes it ahead over to that right-hand side. Kulbita now, the right circle finds Sapolsky. Sapolsky with the shot on goal, and the Lakari makes a save. A wraparound opportunity, it goes out the other side from Kulbita. Sapolsky down low. Bucket's held up in the skates. Newmark, and exit the zone as Holub tries to keep it in. The Sirens get it out now. McOney just pushes that one forward. Venning will try and chase it down. Beats Newmark to it. 6 to pass down that right wing. Berink makes over for the Sirens, only as far as could be at the red line. Finds Venus with speed, takes the blue line now. Venus right circle, can cut back in. Venus now and scores! Kirsty Venus. Second goal of the game. Extends the Adelaide lead 6-3. Eleventh goal of the season for Kirsty Venus. See here with speed. Nice pass from Kulbita, noticing the speed, cutting back, able to wrap it around Lakari. Not much you can do about that one with Kirsty Venus has got a head of steam. Adelaide lead at 6-3. Venus continues on that stellar season. Did mention before, scoring the opening goal of the game. Career year for Kirsty Venus in goals and points. Corey Sapolsky scored the goal just prior. That Venus one is having an absolutely outstanding season. Career year as well. 10th goal of the season for Zaborski. 25 points, 15 assists now. So some big years for the Adelaide Rush, despite not finishing in the top 4 and making finals. There are some positives. If they can hold on here, it'll only be their 3rd home win for the season. They have had trouble on home ice this season. So they'll be looking to finish strong here in round 12, the final round of the regular season. Up the face-off now, the Sirens trying to go forward through Thompson. It's the Adelaide Rush though, dumping it in. They'll chase after it. Aris try and track that one down. The Adelaide Rush on the forecheck. Kept in by Botterill at the blue line. Goes across to Venus. Venus happy to just dump that one in. The Adelaide Rush trying to get a shot on goal. There's a loose puck in the slot. Sirens able to gather the loose puck and just chip it out towards Thompson. Great work from Botterill defensively, then falls over. We have an arm in the air. Ella Botterill, a great game for the Adelaide Rush today. Able to draw the penalty. The Adelaide Rush. .5:19 remaining in the period. Going to the power play, looking to extend their 3-goal lead. They win the face-off. Gulbita. Fake the shot. Pass is cut off by Lang. Just happy to hold on to it. Trying to take away the seconds on this power play. Lang just plays it off the boards. Goes all the way in behind Moonen. Beater. A respect to Gulbita. Beater just plays it down that right-hand side and it beats everyone as they race on for the puck now. Martin and Arps. The Sirens are able to win the puck battle and just lift that all the way down to Moonen, who plays it. Only as far as Newmark. Tries to just chip it along the boards, but it goes up into the netting. Bit of a scramble. Langevin wins it though. Plays it back to Venus. Bouncing puck. Beats Venus, so Adelaide Rush will have to retreat for the delayed offside. Try and go forward again, but the Sirens cut that one off and just dump that in behind Moonen. McGoney will try and go in on the forecheck. Still working away, McGoney. Venus tries to play it. Bit of a weird bounce off a stick. Adelaide Rush is trying to get something going here. The power play. Holland takes the blue line now, just dumps it off to Venus. Went for the big slap shot, but a great stick there from the Sirens to break up the play. Forces the Rush to retreat as Cebulski now at centre ice. Happy to just dump it in and try and chase after their own puck. Pressure by Mayer. Langevin goes in there to help. Lund's there as well. Collects the puck now. Lund gets a shot towards Lakaris, a loose puck. Oh, it's Wellard. Naoka Wellard is in goal now. He made a goal to change the Sirens. Back up to Gulbita at the blue line. Gulbita just holding onto the puck. Still has it. Just loses and then gets body off the puck as Shelby Thompson will go forward now. A 2-on-1 here. Shelby Thompson plays a far post. Couldn't quite collect it. He's Herring. A wide open net. Big opportunity for the Sirens. Chance goes begging. Thompson collects the puck, but just offside. Neutral zone face-off, bit of a scramble. The Sirens able to go forward though, and to the Adelaide Rush zone. Wigan just pressuring Lang. Fahima sticks a pass. They'll go through centre ice, the Adelaide Rush, but great defensive work there. And the Sirens, it's Payne. Fahima just dumps it in. Sirens get there first. 2:23 remaining in the period. Lang. gets to the red line and just wants to circle back, and he's pressured by Kirsty Venus. Doing a mountain of work to try and win that puck battle. Zaborski collects it, but we have a whistle. So Kirsty Venus is trying to win that puck. Kelsey Lang's able to draw the penalty, so the Sydney Sirens will go on the power play here. Newmark feeds it back to Payne. The blue line, a wrist shot towards goal, it goes wide. Lang collects the puck. Lang looking, shoots, short side, and Moonen gets across and makes a save. It's a loose puck. And Moonen's able to cover up. Kelsey Lang rip one near the goal line, short side on Moonen. We'll see on the replay here. Lang collects it, has all the time in the world here. And the goal line just rips one short side. Moonen getting across to cover the angles and then covers up the loose puck. The face off, the Adelaide Rush win it. They're trying to clear it, they can't. The Sirens take control, they try and feed it back in front. The Sirens are bounced off the back of the netting. Down low now, behind Moonen. Back up to the blue line. Lang. A shot on goal is from Thompson. Goes wide. Bounces off the ball all the way back out to the neutral zone. They go across ice. Thompson tries a pass, stick goes in the way, but it finds its way to Lang. Lang pressured by Wegan. Tries to feed it back across in front. There's a loose puck. Newmark was trying on the backhand, but Moonen dealt with it. There's an empty net opportunity. And the Adelaide Rush, they get one on the empty net. They take a 7-3 lead. And it looks like Annika Wegan got denied that goal earlier in the game that everyone in the building thought had gone in. They hit the back of the netting. Finds the empty net. See here, fed back in front, and Newmark tried to go on the backhand, but the Adelaide Rush got a stick in there, and then Wegan firing in that one to the empty net. Battle on the blue line. Tahima wins it now. Left circle, gets a wrist shot towards goal, and Wellard gets down and makes a save. 55 seconds remaining in the game. Adelaide just trapping it in the Siren zone. Caruso goes down. No call on the play. Head back out to the neutral zone. Mayer trying to find Caruso again. Beats everyone. They'll chase after it though. Benning's there as well. Benning just pushes at him behind Moon and Tahima. Lays it along that right-hand side, and now the Adelaide Rush will chase after it. Arps gets in there first. Aris able to collect the loose puck though. Tries to spin and dump it in. Bounces off some Sirens' bodies. That was York. Collects the puck now. Beats it back into the neutral zone. Caruso gets to the red line. Just fans on that one. And that'll do it. The Adelaide Rush. A big third period. 4 unanswered goals. They get a big home ice win. They've been hard to come by this season. Only their third on home ice. They take a 7-3 win over the Sydney Sirens. Third period goals, power play, Riley Martin and Tori Zaborski, Kirsty Venus, Annika Wiggand. Short-handed, empty net goal to seal things up for the Adelaide Rush. They came into this weekend unable to make finals. They wanted to finish the season strong on their home ice. And it started off on the right foot today with a big 7-3 win. Emma Moonen absolutely outstanding in goal for the Adelaide Rush as well today. Stopping 26 of 29 shots on goal. And everything was all square after 2 periods. It was 3-3. And it looked like this one was going to go right down to the wire. And it was the Adelaide Rush who put the foot down. The halfway mark of the 3rd period to run away 4-goal winners here at Adelaide Ice Arena. Both of these teams will return tomorrow morning at 10:15 a.m. local time here in Adelaide for the second half of the doubleheader back-to-back weekend. As both teams just salute the crowd here. We thank you for joining us for tonight's game here at Adelaide Ice Arena. We are Adelaide Media. I've been your commentator, Andrew McDougall. Thank you for tuning in across AWIHL.tv, live across YouTube. We do have another game coming up in about half an hour's time from Western Australia. Perth Inferno host the Melbourne Ducks, which will also be live across the YouTube channel, so make sure you return for that. Until next time, thanks for tuning in for this game. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.